At this point, you should have your pictures saved appropriately following the activity about the 3 different types of pictures that websites can accept, that being JPEG, GIF, and PNG, and you should already have set up your web template at the WIX website. If you haven't, that was part of the section on here. Let me go back to the title page of our Moodle. Okay, and we have preparing your portfolio. We started with this week. I added portfolio project, final exam project, and semester exam. So in here I have the rubric that we'll take a look at. But preparing your portfolio, I asked you in that section, day 2, after you gathered your work, in activity 1 we organized. Activity 2, you got all of your things uploaded to a Google Drive and shared publicly. And then activity 3 on day 2 was setting up your website builder at the WIX website. Here are your instructions. This is simply a link to the WIX website. So if you haven't done that, do that first before coming back to this tutorial. But now you have your template, you have your files ready. Now what you need to do is edit your website, the template you chose. So when you log in, you're going to see the different websites that you have. We only have this one, otherwise I'd have several others here to choose from to edit. And I click on Edit the Site to get back into it. And depending on the template you chose, now things will be different for each person according to the template. So this is the template I chose. This actually had a different name here. I've changed already, but making changes is very easy at this website. And here I just clicked on the name that was here before and typed my own. And generally speaking, that's how you make changes. Here I have on the front page of this website are a bunch of images, and I can click on change images here and upload my own to satisfy the content. But let's take a look at the organization of this site first so that I know what to do on this front page. This is just the front page. The categories you set up and then put into a flow chart should demonstrate the organization of your website. So right here I can see I'm on my front page. If you click on that, here's my front page, and then here are the linking pages. And what I did now, these were all here before, but I just clicked on this ... here and said rename. It jumped as soon as I clicked one time, it jumped to that page. But now I can click on rename, and that's how I made a new name here. So here I have one that has not been renamed. So if I have print media, video media, I might set this up for future audio media content. So I just clicked on rename, and then I can say audio media, and done. And I can even reorganize, because now that video vocabulary seems a little out of place. I can put that there. And if I know I don't need these extras that are sitting here, I can say delete, and delete that linking page, and I'll delete another. And then I guess for now I'll just leave a couple there. Maybe I will decide I'm going to add some more pages. And then these are your basic pages at the WIX website. If I go to the bottom of the page, you'll see there are links down here. Everybody should have those, and we'll just leave those alone for now. And I'm going to exit out of that. So now what we need to do is organize our site, right? So I had already put those categories in here. I'm going to change the page I'm on right now to the first linking page, and you can see the content right here. This actually I've changed already too. This title said, I don't know, something like linking page number 1, and I just changed it to match the content. So print media, and then here's a paragraph I need to change yet. Here are images. So how do I add my own images? Well, I can click on change image or images, and these are not mine, so I need to add a piece of work. So I'm going to click on add images, and there's one that I already added, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete it so that I can show you how I added an image. So real simple, upload images, and now this is Alyssa's individual project she worked on. When you had a choice of projects, I'll say done, and perhaps I want to add that to a gallery. If I don't have that highlighted, then my add to gallery doesn't show up either. But I want to organize my things here too. So I say add to gallery, and here I have, let's see, drop and drag your images into, so it just went into the gallery that will show up when I choose to make changes to my website. So I'm going to put my print media in here. Again, you've learned that you have to, in order to add your images to your website, you have to save them appropriately as a JPEG, GIF, or PNG format. This one is a PNG, and I could, if I was considering what I learned in the lesson about picture formats, I perhaps maybe could have chosen JPEG. And hopefully you understand why I would say that. The JPEG was the file format that was best for pictures because it's condensed, makes a nice small picture size, and PNG and GIF were better for things that have text or maybe logos, that sort of thing. Okay, and now I need to save this page, so I'm going to save it, and done. And now I can go back to my front page, portfolio. And for my template now, I don't see any links to the pages I created. That's because in this template, the links are actually the images themselves. So if you want to see how your website is organized, click on Preview once you're at the front page. Click on Preview, and that's how I had to discover where my links were, because down here, these aren't the links to my portfolio site. This is portfolio. It's the main page for that site, and the links are actually these pictures themselves. So I probably need to edit this, and I don't have any links to this one, I guess, because I deleted that page, so I'm going to have to replace those pictures. And I want to make it more obvious what these links are, so I might need to replace this picture with something that says print media. So I'm just going to show you, if I click on it, that's how I can tell what it's linked to. So I need to make that more obvious to my my visitors to my website. Whoops. So I'm going to go back to editor and back to my home page, and I can replace this, right? Change image, and I guess I'll just choose the one image that is mine. Let's see. I'll choose, well, it's not really mine. It's, no, I'm not going to rename it. Anyway, it's not mine. It's Alyssa's, but I'm using it. So add to gallery. So now I have it on my front page gallery as well. And done. And there it is. But you know, I probably, for this thumbnail, I may very well make it a little more obvious by saying print media right on this template. I would change this some, but that really depends on your own template, what you're going to do. So just keep in mind that your front page is not a page that's just going to have a mass grouping of all of your content, but rather you need linking pages that will organize your content, and the front page is just a connection to those linking pages. And depending on your template, I really, it's pretty easy to do, but I can't tell you specifically how you organize your own, except that you need to have your categories as pages and make appropriate changes depending on the organization of your site itself. Okay? One thing about your video content, if you want, excuse me, to add video, I'm going to go first, I guess, to my video media page so that I'm at the page I want to make changes to. And here it just says project page, so I'm going to change this to video media. Okay, and done. And now I'm going to need to replace this with some video content, but I don't have any video added to my website, so I'm going to click on, here, let me get out of there. I'm going to click on Add. Oh, look, I have Change Page Design. That was nice. Down here, if you just click in the open area down here, okay, Change Page Design, and look at that. Lots of choices here, so that's pretty cool. All right, so I want to add my video. So I'm going to add, and here are all the different things I can add. And if I go to Gallery, Image, button, look at all these things. And here's video. Now the only choices I see here are YouTube and Vimeo, but I do see a video gallery there that looks like an app. But your YouTube videos are all uploaded already, except for your animation that I provided to you. That's an SWF file. So I can't, you discovered already that YouTube will not allow you to upload an SWF file. So I said I'd show you how you're going to upload that. You just go to More, and here it is, SWF. So I can click and add my flash file. So I need to find it. And let's go find one, and let's see, let's take Jessica's. And done. Okay, and looks like that for now, but I'm going to click Add Flash File. Okay, and there it is. And now I'm going to take this out. And let's see, how am I? Oh, it says animate. That's cool. Settings, let's see, change images. And I want to simply delete it. Let's see if I can just delete it. It did. All I did is hit my delete key, so that worked. And I'll put this in there. So there's one of the animations, and go save. Done. Back. Whoops, that's the button itself. So I have to, if I want to go back to the front page, I need to click on my navigational tool. Okay, so let's see. Let's preview the site. Now let's see which one. That was print media as well. So I can go back, and that was just an image. And let's see, did that go? No. See, this needs some big changes, right? And there's my video media. So my front page needs some drastic changing to make sense of the organization of my site. But I'm beginning to add images and video content to the site itself. Back to editor in these different content areas. So the organizational structure is what's most important probably about this tutorial, and then the editing of your images and content per page is certainly up to the template that you've chosen. So be working on that. It's to your advantage to be working in class as much as you can, but you have all week next week around some extra things I'm going to be going over in terms of vocabulary content, which is 25% of your final. And then by Friday, you should probably be ready for your final. This should be complete. If not, you'll have a weekend and Monday to be working on it before it's graded for your final exam content. Okay? Enjoy, have fun, and ask questions as needed.